God give me breath for 20 more years, I see myself changing the world, changing the world, changing the world. Because my thought patterns are so opposite of what's the most of us. So I'll have to change the world. I'll have to be changed by the world. I'll have to change the world.
JTL.
Opposite of what's the norm.
Keeping it real.
Talk to you, smile and have a good time.
Tell the truth.
Rules and standards, you know.
People just be real about what they hear about.
HD.
JTL. Yeah. Keep it real. It's actually a good thing because
Opposite of what's the norm.
Yo, what's good? This your boy JTL.
And this your boy HD, understand?
Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? This is the first official podcast, you know, one of the first officials or whatever like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and get into it like this. This first one, we got 10 quick picks for us, our segments that we're going to be talking about. It might be a whole show. Sometimes we might have maybe 2 or 3 on it, depending on how long we're going to run. You know what I mean? So I got my 10 quick picks. He got his 10 quick picks. And the reason why we say that, just like our first introduction to us, we was talking about how, you know, everything we say is opinionated. We may come on statistics sometimes, but majority of the time it's going to be opinions, and let y'all get y'all opinions. So some might be lighthearted, some might be straight shotgun to the face, no faking. You know what I'm saying? So we just going to go ahead and get into it. All right, let my boy HD go ahead and start first. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, put it down.
Yo. But before we get into our topics, we want to let you know that we also starting up a blog. And this blog is to keep you informed and to get your feedback. So we definitely want, once we get it up and going, for you to blog in, give us your opinion, whether you agree with us, whether you hate what we saying, whatever. We just want some feedback. We want you to know that you out there listening and paying attention to what we saying.
Definitely.
We're going to get, probably on the next show, we're going to have everything all set up, and we're going to hit you up with the name of the blog site so you can go on there and start blogging away. But as my man said, we're finna get into our little subjects. First little subject that we got is gonna be, if you have sex on the first date, does that make a girl a whore, or can she be a keeper? Now, I'm definitely bringing this out to the forefront because this is a definite sticky situation, because a lot of dudes may think, well, yeah, if I bag this chick on the first date, then she's just a jump off and that's all that she's good for. But that's not always the case. But I know a couple people who got intimate on their first date, ended up being together 10 or 15 years. So that's why we're going to jump in on that one.
Yeah, I think on that subject, at first, when you're young, you think that, you know, if that happens, for as a young dude, he think he got game, he got the girl out of drawers and all that good stuff. But then as you get older, you start thinking, oh, hold up now, if she did that, imagine what other dudes she might have did that with. But what if you get a girl's number and y'all talk for a while and y'all vibe so well that when you first go on the first official date, the next thing you know, y'all feeling each other so much that things go a little further than expected. Like, would you still look at that girl as a whore? You know what I'm saying? As a whore, whatever you want to call it. In my opinion, and I have a lot of opinions on that shit, believe me, is that it depends. Like I said, if you start talking to the girl, y'all been talking to for a minute on the phone, you know what I'm saying, y'all meet up and y'all do something, then I wouldn't necessarily say she's a whore. But that's just my opinion. My next subject, that one of our 10 quick picks, has change come or not come since Barack Obama has been elected. Because you have certain people that feel change has come because he's the first black president. So if something like that happened, then that means that it's gotta be changed for a brother to get into the White House, even though he a little lighter than most of the other candidates back in the past that had ran and then get no love and respect. Like, you know, you had Al Sharpton that tried to run, you had Jesse Jackson, and Jesse Jackson had a lot of respect and pull. He was very well known. So now you have other people that don't feel change has come because of the simple fact that a lot of people still act the same way. And if something bad happened with a black person, they might say, oh, there they go again. We got a black president in the house and they still acting the same. To me, I feel there's a little bit of change, but not too much. HD.
Yeah, that's a real heavy topic, and, you know, that's going to be something that's very deep, because when you get into politics, you know, that brings a lot of heat and a lot of anger out of some people. So I feel that's definitely a good topic, and that's something that we're probably going to dedicate a whole show to, because that's something that just doesn't affect us on this podcast. It affects the entire country and entire nation. All right, our third one is, can there ever be a basketball player truly as good or better than Michael Jordan? We definitely have to dig deep on that, because there's always some new up-and-coming cat who's supposed to be the next MJ, or they always yelling out Kobe and LeBron, you know, is going to be on MJ's level, which, in my opinion, I don't think either one of them are MJ's level or ever going to be on this level. So that's something that I want to dig into what would the qualities that a person would have to do over his career to be on MJ's level.
Man. I don't know, because he did some things that has never been done until he hit the game. Like dunking from the free throw line was not happening until this man stepped on that court. So unless the next motherfucker that get on the court can dunk from the 3-point line or the half court, I don't know about that, to be honest with you. And then you have another situation where there's a lot of brothers who never really got the chance. Like here in St. Petersburg, Florida, if you follow sports a lot, you know what I'm saying, regardless of where you are in the United States, there's a lot of people that may or may not have heard of Bill Cattell. He was one of the brothers that's supposed to come out of St. Petersburg, Florida, and beat the next Jordan, so they say. And then you got other brothers who didn't make it. What's one legends that a lot of people know from up north? That what's that one guy name?
There's the old school cat, Earl Manigault, who never actually got to make it to the NBA. People say it was the hottest thing on the courts.
See? So you got situations like that, so we never know. So check it. Another subject. Why do people feel that young black men aspire more to be athletes than businessmen, lawyers, and judges? That's another good topic, because it seems that a lot of people feel that the young black men are swayed more to entertainment than trying to be dealing with stuff that has to deal with knowledge, like getting a good degree, having to go to school for more than just 4 years of college, or just finishing elementary school, junior high, high school, and then furthering their education. So they think a lot of people may think that black men don't want to further their education. So since it's like that, they don't want to be judges and lawyers and stuff. They just want to do entertainment. And I can't lie, I love entertainment. That's what I want to do. But I feel as though I'm smart, very educated, and I'm going back to school for pharmacy technician. I want to have a trade that's always going to have my back. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's just something we're about to go ahead and talk about. You know what I mean?
And especially nowadays with how expensive it is to go to college and all the loans that you have to take out, sometimes, you end up with some brothers getting that degree, but they spend basically the rest of their life trying to pay that degree back, so they're not really, feeling any of that money that they're supposed to be making. So it's not just that we just looking to be athletes or artists. We also got to look at the long term as well, because that long term, is exactly that, long term. All right, and our next topic that we're going to hit on is, what's the difference between an underground artist and a mainstream star? Now that's something that I'm really going to go off on, because you got a lot of people out there who got
this dude, he's just a tough critic, y'all.
A lot of fans.
A tough fucking critic.
And they're gonna throw him out, no disrespect, but people may say, oh, Gucci Mane's the hottest in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's out on TV more, but what about the artists like Mos Def? Nobody can step to me and tell me that Gucci Mane has better legs than Mos Def.
Nobody. Because
if you do, I'm gonna shoot you. I don't care. In broad daylight, in front of the cops. You can't come to me like that.
And so that's Gucci fans, don't take that the wrong way.
Don't take it the wrong way. I'm not trying to disrespect him or anything.
I'm sure Gucci knows that it's people that's out there better lyrically than him. Just like shit, even Mos Def knows his brothers out there that's better lyrically than him. You know what I mean?
So don't take that any kind of way. That is our opinion, you know what I mean? And if you are taking it a certain kind of way, as my man JCL says, take off that skirt.
Anyways, I feel like on that subject, you know, the underground artists, it's certain underground artists that want to be underground artists. It's certain underground artists that want to be mainstream superstars and stuff like that. I feel the difference between it is that the underground artists grind in a different way and aspire to be something different on a different level. They want to be more respected lyrically than commercially with the mainstream and superstar artists and stuff like that. So I think that's what it is. And me, myself, as an artist, I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to dabble in both because I got respect for both. But the artists that's superstars now, I respect the ones that grinded like an underground artist and still fucks with the underground artists and try to help them out, bring them up. That's how I feel on that shit. So, let me see. All right. And on that note, I got one behind that. Artists who still fuck up or make mistakes when they make it. Because you have a lot of artists that's saying, oh, because I know a lot of niggas that want to make it and shit, and I see what they do now. I know a lot of niggas, and I've seen a lot of niggas that be like, oh man, I'm living this thug life, I'm drug dealing and all this shit, I don't want to do that shit no more, you know what I'm saying? So God bless me to make it, I'll be able to take care of my family, change my life, and I ain't doing this. But then you still have niggas who make it and they think they supposed to smoke weed while they driving in their cars with ecstasy pills and alcohol and they what? Oh, my bad.
Oh, T.I.
My bad. But then you got other niggas who just made it to the mainstream and they get busted for having pounds of weed on their fucking tour bus. What kind of whiz? What the fuck was you thinking about? No, what the fuck? Come on now, son. What the fuck was you thinking about? Like, and then I know they taking that like, oh, that ain't shit. But nigga, you don't want to be like T.I. and go in and out. Then you become habitual or I forget what they criminal career criminal with this or whatever you call that shit. You become one of the motherfuckers. But what happened about the shit that you said when you make it out, nigga? You don't change. Like, what the fuck happened to all that? You know, man. Hey, you did go and say something. I'm getting too emotional in this shit. Let me back up out the mic.
A lot of these cats need to realize that
Drink some of this Remy.
once you make it, you